Not all the time does she have everything ready. When it's time to go, so I call it intense fellowship where you can't, you don't always agree, honey. I'll see you when you get to church. Something as small as an argument that is occurring. Bro, preacher, I find myself heavy and I can't get in the pulpit like I ought to because there's something weighing on my shoulder. Something as small as that. When you find yourself outside God's will, something about your spirit ought to convict you.
That's right.
To the point that I can't. First, I need to quickly fix that thing.
All right, man.
Repent and make sure that I don't find myself back in that predicament.
That's right.
How much does your spirit man mean to you?
Repent. Yes, Lord.
Turn away from those things. Get some empowerment and deliverance.
Yes.
It said that salvation is deliverance from. It is the penalty of sin. It's redemption. The agent of means that brings about self-deliverance is preservation. You hear in Afghanistan. I know sometimes your flesh get weak, but the Holy Ghost.
Yes.
Amen.
Salvation is a state of deliverance and preservation that keeps you when the enemy wants you to tip and to creep at night.
Yes.
The Holy Ghost on the inside will keep you saved and sanctified. And messed up right now, still good.
Yes, Lord.
I know he work out every day the way you just like it. I know she shake and curve the way you like it, but the Holy Ghost on the inside. The Holy Ghost will keep you.
Thank you, Holy Ghost.
Amen.
5, if you got a pen, write this. 5-step plan to faithful living. 5-step plan to faithful living. 1, acknowledge. Alert your inner man. Change your way of thinking.
All right.
Anybody remember that the prodigal son, when he left home, he took what was his, but he had the memory of what home was about. He had the memory of that everything he needed his father still had. I know he took what belonged to him, but his father still had everything that he needed.
All right.
Amen.
He acknowledged that the place that I'm in, I shouldn't be here because the God that I serve, the Father that is inside of me, how can I be low when the God I serve is high? So why do I have to always accept leftovers when the God I serve is high?
Yes.
Why settle for him or for her or for this or for that when the God you serve is high?
That's right. That's right. Preach.
Acknowledge where you are. The hardest thing is for you to be honest with yourself.
That's right.
God, I have fallen from you. I have fallen from where I was, and now, God, I'm ready. Here I am. This is what I've done. I'm ready to come home. We sometimes try to fool ourselves when you come to church, you come to Bible study, but everything else is still far from God. The religious state of coming is still yet good, but your relationship has to be more intimate than your personal appearance.
Amen.
Number 2, you have to make a choice. And another thing, I would say this is for the men, because a lot of times our pride and being in a state of position hinder us a lot of times.
Yes.
We don't want to surrender all unto God.
Amen.
What we do is we want to hold on to some stuff, but still want God to bless us. About Elder Vick, because after all my preaching, after all my laboring, I got to see Jesus for myself. I got to see Jesus for myself. Let's talk about salvation. Salvation is the core of our spiritual existence.
Yes.
It's a permanent state. Listen to that. A permanent state of a Christ-like living. Meaning that I can't just put it off and lay it down when I get ready, but it's a constant walk. I don't know about you, but I feel empty. I feel void and out of place when I find myself outside of God's will.
Yes.